second half here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake. Rodgers on the move to his left. And incomplete to open things up.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And a completion to Wilson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now Rodgers has got the hook up here with Cook. Down to the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, 56 yards. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Rodgers will throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
In motion right is Smith. Boston Scott, his first carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Hurts will turn and signal for a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Penny is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hurts into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
In motion right, that's Hardman. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Here's Rodgers.
Oh, come on.
Knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he's going up top.
Good shit. Good read.
Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 34 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at...
And it'll be intercepted. Mario Goodrich picks it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy-run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure
Try to
out
throw that upfield. They wouldn't let me.
Falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers.
Oh, man, I can't.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. In motion left comes Brown. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll run with Scott. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll send Brown in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
I can't.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Oh, I can't, bro. This is such BS. I hate playing the Jets. The amount of BS this team gets is ridiculous.
Down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go.
Oh, I can't, bro. I can't. I'm not even bothering.
Extra inspiration. He decided to go for it there to try and kickstart.